Infinity Psychic Services Incorporated presents Learning to Read the Tarot through Symbolism. You may visit our website at www.infinitypsychics.com. This week's card is the Magician. The Magician primarily means change is coming. However, there are lots of symbols on this card that tells about the changes that are coming and about other situations in a sitter's life. Now we're going to first go to the top of the card where we will view a large crystal suspended in the air in the universe. This crystal has many facets and represents the many facets of life. So that means that the changes that are going to occur are going to occur in many areas of the person that you are reading for's life. Next, below the crystal is the infinity symbol. And the infinity symbol stands for permanent changes. The infinity is never ending, so these are permanent changes that are going to occur with your sitter. Next, there is a crown over top of man's head, a golden crown, but it is suspended. It is not sitting on a head. So this is telling that the person that you are reading for is going to be going through some changes that will necessarily separate them from themselves in such a way that it will make them see that they are part of the larger world at large, rather than just an individual who is floating along without a connection to anything. Then we move downwards, and you see a wand in the magician's hand. And this wand represents the power that the person has to affect changes in their life. They can make changes of their own accord if they so choose. Then we have the magician himself. He's sitting on a large golden throne. The throne is as big as he is. In fact, larger in some aspects. Now the gold of the throne represents that there is going to be changes in the financial situation. And because it is golden and it is large, means good changes coming for the sitter in such a way that they will not have to struggle as much as they have in the past. We'll move down and you see a bluish purple cup. This cup is sitting upright so it holds something. It's not overturned where it's spilled out. So this is showing that the sitter is going to have a life that is full and exciting. It's not going to be a loss of any type. It's going to be a gain in their lives. Then moving further down to in the middle is a large yellow stone. And this stone represents that the person is going to be finding a situation where there is a problem. But because it is a stone but not a mountain, it is a small problem that will be easily overcome. The yellow in the stone finds us looking at the sitter's spirituality. Their spirituality is going to have a positive effect on the situation that they are going to be facing. Next, we have a sword piercing the column to the right. This sword, a column equals an institution. So an institution of some type is going to be coming into play. In fact, there are two columns on this card which tell us two institutions. But one particular institution is going to have a break in it. And you have to determine through your own intuition what this institution is, whether it's at a business, an organization, a personal institution such as marriage or a relationship. So something is going to be cutting into an institution. Something that is important to the sitter is going to be facing a trial. And it's very important for your sitter to know this so that they can deal with the situation accordingly. The next below we have the most important thing is 2 snails. And the snails represents that change is going to be coming slowly. So these changes are going to take effect over the course of, because there's 2 snails, that would lead us to assume 2 years. And now we look back at the card as a whole. It represents a lot of change for our sitter. And this change is going to be effective in their lives for 2 years in many areas of their lives. And that, my dear friends, is the Magician from the Quest Tarot. This educational series of learning to read the Tarot through symbology was brought to you by InfinityPsychics.com. That is Infinity Psychic Services Incorporated at www.infinitypsychics.com.